Student begs for forgiveness after friend died falling from balcony. A student who admitted taking drugs with a friend who later died has pleaded for forgiveness, saying pooling for MDMA was just like buying a round of beers. Alexander Chippindale, 20, pleaded guilty to supplying the drug which was taken on the night law student Luke Johns fell from his halls of residence and died. But he said they had been among a group of friends at the University of Plymouth who had bought the drug together at a cheaper price with pooled cash. Speaking outside court, he said he asked for forgiveness and that buying drugs in this way was just a part of student culture. Chippindale pleaded guilty at Plymouth Crown Court to being concerned in the supply of MDMA in the months up to the 19-year-old's death on February 19 last year. Judge Paul Darlow adjourned sentencing until next Wednesday for a probation report. But he told the court that the MDMA was not a major cause of his death. An inquest in January heard that Mr. Johns had also drunk large amounts of alcohol and smoked cannabis before he fell from the balcony, which was on the 9th floor. The coroner recorded a verdict of accidental death. But after the latest case, Chippindale said outside court, "Please don't make me out to be a bad person. I lost a good friend. I have suffered from panic attacks and been diagnosed with anxiety and depression since the incident and everything in between." He added that the sharing and taking of MDMA was common in student culture. Chippindale added, "It is like pooling money for buying beers. It is actually really wrong and not just a little bit naughty. If one positive comes out of this, it is that people should not take this drug." The student, of Plymouth, Devon, said he was carrying on with his media studies course. He changed his plea on being concerned in the supply of the class A drug to guilty on the eve of his trial. Legally, someone is guilty of the offense if they are involved in getting hold of the drug, not just if they sell it to strangers on the street. Chippindale continues to deny having 5 wraps of ecstasy in his room with the intention of supplying them to others. He said that they were for his own use, which has now been accepted by the prosecution. Mr. Johns, originally from Pontypridd in Wales, died from multiple head injuries when he fell from Discovery Heights in the city centre. The inquest heard that teenager, who was 6 feet 8 inches, died from multiple head injuries. Toxicology tests showed he had 196 milligrams of alcohol in 100 milliliters of his blood, about 2.5 times the legal drink-drive limit. Homeless man found dead in toilets was left there by police to sober up. Boy, 15, stabbed in the chest in targeted attack. Daredevil, 72, invites doctor and undertaker to his wing walk just in case the teenager returned to his halls after a night out and continued drinking and playing games in the communal area. He left the room after becoming unwell in the early hours of February 19. A security guard said he saw Mr. Johns lean over the balcony before falling to his death.